Good afternoon. Welcome to ABC123 Trader. Today is January 14, 2025. 3:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. And this is an educational video, basically, because I haven't done a video forever. There are so many guys out there that are selling products or trying to show all their strategies and all that stuff. And I just said, it's just inundated the whole market. So that was one of the main reasons why I kind of went offline here for a while, because it was just flooding and I didn't want to confuse anybody. So anyways, what you can do on my website, all the indicators are there for free for you to use. But what I want to do today is I'm actually been playing around some of my indicators, and just wanted to do a couple little updates and hopefully assist you in hopefully becoming a more consistent day trader. So anyways, let's get started here. So what I actually did is I have it on a 30-second chart, but let's just go. I'm really going to go down to a 5-second chart right now. And one of my old indicators that I do have, as you can see, I was playing here, but is the old, where is it? I have it on, these are the new indicators I'm building up there. No, sorry. I did that, that was weird. There you go, the volume bars. And with the volume bars, what it does is, it's basically what I try to do is try to analyze price and time and volume. Those are the three key things. You want to look for your liquidity areas such that you can enter or exit a trade properly. So because I'm on a 5-second chart, the only reason why I put on a 5-second chart is so you can actually see exactly what's happening. And what I did is the new indicator that will be online soon, but I haven't done it yet. I was just playing around with it. Is the old indicator. You have the options of set volumes for colors, or by percentage wise. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to a high percentage so I can just shut a couple of these off for now. Okay. So basically what it will show you is if there's a high volume, like a high injection of volume, you'll have your regular candle colors, let's say your red and green or whatever color that you choose for. But if all of a sudden if it explodes to a high volume, you'll get a dark blue color. This is just, you can pick any color you want, or a yellow. So such that as, let's go back into here, that, see how I have the volume increasing? Because originally I designed it at for market open at 9:30, but what I did is I just used a percentage algorithm. So if it's higher, it's increasing by 150, 200, 400% volume, and your colors will change. All of a sudden there's an injection of volume. So when you see that, you know someone's adding contracts in the market, or maybe they break a stop and all of a sudden they're closing their positions, but there's a whole bunch of contracts buying and selling. So that was the old methodology, and I still use it today. So for example, when we hit getting close to an area of interest, you can see there's a lot of volume dumping, and then possibly a reversal in the way it goes, or vice versa, going up and down, up and down. Let's see if we can find a couple other spots. So you can see there's a high. Let's open this up here. So a lot of volume hammering up here, hits a peak, rejection, comes back down, trying to buy again, a lot of buying volume, hits again, really close, and then you have your drop off. And away you go again, up and down, up and down, up and down. Same thing with the down thing. You see high volume here, a big volume sell push, reversal, going back up. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. But what I also added now, within that, these candles, even though it's high volume, What I wanted to know is if it was increasing in volume at the same time. So there's 4 colors, and this is the ones I still have to finish programming. Actually, what I'll do, I'm going to increase the wicks or the body outline so you can see a little bit better here. There we go. So what you're going to see on the wicks, you're going to see whatever color that you choose, a green, a gray, let's say an aqua color or whatever, and a red. See, there's a lot of red here, aqua color, gray, some red, you know, gray, red, etc., etc. And what that means basically is when you see a solid red on the wicks, but let's pretend it's not the bar. I don't want to look at yellow or blue at this point in time, but if you see a solid red, let's say this, you see the aqua color here, and also you see a solid red, means it's an increase in volume activity. And then this one is also more increase from the previous one, and it's increasing more and more. It wasn't an injection of super high volume, but volume is increasing. As soon as it changes from red to an aqua blue or whatever, then the volume, even though it's going down, is actually less than this volume. So for example, volume is 31 contracts, and all of a sudden there's an increase in volume. Now we have 72. Now there's an increase in volume. We have 85 contracts. Increase in volume again. We have 113. Increase in volume again. 123. So it's building and building and building. And then it's starting to die off. 64. 32. See, less and less. Oh, then they tried again. 53, not by much. Increased again. 87. Dies off. 56. And then it's starting to go up like crazy, and it's a gray one, but that's actually less than this volume, 41. Now you saw this big volume spike going down, 129. So this was actually probably 1.5 times more than this volume. That's why it's a yellow bar, and it's pushing down with an increased volume. So that's what the volume indicator works. Now that's the part that I'm trying to educate you guys on the volume side. I'll be adding an old indicator once again. The fib indicator it was the old Fibonacci extensions, just to do some calculations in the morning. And if you're having difficult times for trying to find points of interest of buying and selling, just let it finish loading up here. What you can do is look for points of interest. Actually, what I'll do is, instead of from a 5-second, I'm going to go to a minute chart. It'll be a little easier to watch it at this point in time. So here's the Fibonacci. It starts off, tries to figure out the range for the day. Bounces off, looks like at 4 in the morning is where it's finally figured out what the range was for the given time. So we have our high range and our low range and our Fibonacci extensions. Okay, our 50% mark. We had was that 9:30? No, 8:30. 8:30. There was a news event. I don't know what it was today. Almost gets to the top of the range, and then it was vibrating down. If you're having difficulty as a day trader, my favorite areas are always looking at the extensions for a reversal, or unless you want to follow the, try to follow the trend. But if you're getting stuck, getting hit all the time, but what you can do is there's 3 entries if you're really interested in. I'm going to make draw mode. Just make 3 ellipses here. Some can pass and some will fail. 1, 2, actually there are more, but 3, you can even go 4 maybe, and then 5. Those are super extreme though. Same as the other side. Now let's take a look at today. which is the 14th. Let's open this up. And I'm not going to talk on majors. You can even do it, let's say on micros. Now, a sweet spot of a 127 extension, what will happen is I'll watch it to see if it gets into the area, and I'll watch the price actions to see what the response is. Now if you take a look at it, quite choppy today, but as you can see, if you remember, I was saying increase in volume, so it was breaking through the range. This was the range, and that's probably why there was a lot of volume as a breakout trader. Relaxes for a while, less volume, but going down. More volume increase, more volume increase, more volume increase, 3 times in a row. Hits the 127 rejection, and look how it reverses up. That's your bouncing back trade. So, just that area, let's say if you're watching it, let's say you do enter, just say I just want to do a quick bounce. 55 points because it's a higher volume day, but let's, no here, no there, just stick to micros at this point. And that would be your one trade for the day. Trade number 2, which didn't look like it panned out, but it went down to the 141. Went down, but there has, if you look closely, when it fired down with high volume, weaker volume, and then high volume again, but there was weak volume, an aggressive push. But if you look at the wicks, it's great. There hasn't been a bounce back of high volume. They tried to do high volume with the green one here, but so you could see there's resistance. So you could tell at that point in time, there probably wasn't a trade. Unless if maybe if we're back on a 5-second chart. Here, as you can see, there was one here, green, and then you could probably take a few points, come back down, retest, and go. But now let's take a look at the third event of the day. High volume, bounce, bounce, high volume going down, holding, holding, and look at this right here. High volume pushing up. Retest again with 3 high volume bars. Look at down in this section. Second attempt. High volume down, high volume down. High volume, less volume because it's weakening. And then you could tell the volume starts increasing. And you were basically off to the races, all the way almost back to the 50% line of the day. And those are the couple of indicators I want to show you there. So you can, in conjunct, price, volume. I guess there's targets there, but that's the bottom line. What you can use, and try to find a really good area to pinpoint your trades. So instead of trying to figure out first thing in the morning around 8:30, everybody's in there. Oh yeah, you're buying sound, look at this. You're vibrating up and down, vibrating up and down. And you're within that 50% range there. They're just trying to figure what's happening. By the time, after a half an hour, let's do this. Let's create a box here. Boy, it's been a while since I've done education here. So 9:30 kicks in till around 10 o'clock. That's the first half hour of the day. Look how they've been bouncing back and forth. Oh yeah, there's one more I wanted to do. What I added, but I've been just programming a lot of little different things here. Here we go. And sorry, give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. I just got interrupted here. So the three indicators, as you can see, when it's all said and done, I'm going to rename them. I call it volume profile because I made a volume profile. But it's going to be the old volume bars, which we'll update, and I'll figure what this was called in the volume profile. And what this does is, in the morning, what I will do is when market opens, what I want to do is I try to be patient so I can wait it out for a while. And after so many, as you can see, since market open, there's been 485,000 contracts that has been purchased or or sold. And sometimes you get the runner days, but if you're not in a runner day, if it's more in a consolidation zone or just bouncing back and forth, and those are the days everybody goes crazy. What I'll do is I'll wait for it to build a volume profile, and after so many contracts bought and sold, I create a line in the sand to make a decision point such that saying if I'm going to go, buy into the market or sell in the market. So I'll be pinpointing my area such that to go long and short. And you're going to probably ask me, how do you know which is long or short? And it's all about structure, right? You can tell I don't know what the news event was today. I didn't even pay attention. But it hit a spike, lower high, come down, lower high, and then you can try to figure it out. I probably, if I was sitting there first thing in the morning, I would probably be looking for this one or this one to kill out, but it looks like it never did, and it eventually failed. So my favorite times in trading, I hate when that happens. Let's go back there. Let's focus again. Back. I don't know. My favorite times in trading, if I'm going to take a trade, I'll look at top of the hour, see what happens. As you can see at top of the hour, you can see there was a volume exhaustion, or not volume exhaustion, but you could tell it was trying to hit some of the zone here. I probably wouldn't have taken that trade because I'm still within that 50% range. 11:15 is usually one of my favorite trades. So it was within that zone, 11 o'clock, 11:15. As you can see, it hits the 127 and fires back up here. Those are my two favorites. I'll also check out 12 o'clock and 12:30. Some are within that area. So lunch hour, look how it hits perfectly, and around 12:30, it was on the high point. I would have looked at price action again, because I would be looking for, what I usually do is if I'm trading, I'll see if it hits down here and try to take a quick reversal, hits down here, take a quick reversal, hits down here, take a quick reversal. Or if I know if the structure is proper, if I use one more indicator, which I did not update, so it doesn't matter, the order blocks. Actually, I'll put two more in there, but I'll go order blocks. Let's set it up for 4 hours for now, or I could even go 2 hours. I want to see what the pink line is. Let's put it as a 4 size so we can see it on the computer today. And as you can see, here's my sweet spot. Hits an order block, comes down, taps it quite nicely for the reversal. Boom. So this would have been my area of interest to take a look at. So it actually punched right through, came back up. So it wasn't an aggressive sell-off on an order block at this point in time. So that one. But what you will notice is when you're using the volume profile, let's say put it up online. I've just been a lazy programmer to make it clean. What you'll notice is how I have it designed. You can see after so many contracts, you can see the volume profile right here with the little line here, but then also my line in the sand. And then if I do it again, volume profile line in the sand, what you'll notice is from that, let's go back one day, when it made a decision, I have a rectangle on this in my volume profile. When it made a decision to create this box, look how it hits where I said one of my favorite trades is a 161, how it went in there, just touched the top of the box and it did a reversal. Now let's go back in time. Let's look at a different trade. This box is so big right now, so we have to take it with a grain of salt, but we do have an order block up here. And so we have volume point of control here. So let's actually, I'll create someone's line here. We have the lower range, the upper range, volume point of control, okay? We have an order block which it attacked on. We also have, did it get to a higher range here? Closing of the day, let me see here, 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock open, whatever. But it looks like that was top of the range there. So as you can see, where it destroyed the order block when market opened from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it rocketed up, destroys the order block, but look, it gets within this zone again, this range here. You can look at this, the lower range later on. It's almost the top of the range, but it's within this box. Now let's go one more day. Let's do it again, see if unless it was a runner. And this is the ones we were playing with, doing tests. Okay, here, let me just turn those off for now so I can clear the screen up. Now, if you look, here's our order block. We have this range here. This is within the day, so it goes up top of the range and reverses, but let's look at, did it ever come back up here again? Let's just go farther back in time. So even on a consolidation day, you can see there's volume point of control. Volume point of control hits the top of the box here, of course, and then of course it's going to reverse down. Big noise. But yeah, so there's 3 basic indicators that you can do. I know that this is getting a little noisy with the charts, but I just wanted to show you, you can pinpoint trades. The key is to be very, very patient and don't get greedy. Wait for your trade. Don't rush into trades. Here, I'm just putting 1 lines here and make the lines a little smaller. And as you can see, we're creeping back within that range. Actually, I'm going to show you one more, and we can go from there, and I'm going to wrap this video up. Oh, market closed. So I can't do anything anymore. Market's going to be closing right away. And it looks like it wants to get back to this zone here. So, but I created a long time ago. This is not an updated indicator. It's the original indicator that you guys can use as a stop out. It's called looking for liquidity. This is what I'm trying to teach you guys. Price, volume, and time, right? Volume especially. But what you'll notice is during the day, here we go, 10 o'clock, we've been vibrating like crazy. So open this up. There we go. They have all these, look at all these volumes. All these areas of potential areas of interest for liquidity. The reason why is we as retail traders were always taught, put our stop under the swing, put our stop under the swing, put our stop under the swing. We're moving up, put our stops under the swing. If I was a big bank or someone that wants to look for liquidity, because I have so many contracts to get rid of and I'm trending the red direction, of course we want to hit the order block, and guess what? There's liquidity right here, and we destroy it. Here's more liquidity, more liquidity, more liquidity. We're knocking everybody's stops out. So how many stops coming down did we destroy if a person's thinking they're going long? We destroyed all these stops. We destroyed all these stops if they didn't move them. 3, 4, 5, 6 locations. Is there a 7th location down here? There's a couple hanging way, way down here later, possibly. But see how they destroyed everybody. So they destroyed, minus the price action in the morning, I'm not even going to be looking at that. And even when they were going down, they do the news event. Look how many stops, what they've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Destroyed 6 of them there. The opposite direction. That's what the banks do. They need liquidity, so they destroy everybody here. Comes down. Now you know there's a stop way up here. There's another stop way down here. These are destroyed, so we know there's liquidity in this zone or in this zone. There's 2 more areas of interest. But to line everything up, myself, I will look for the day. Let me do one more thing here. I want to turn off one thing here. Just a little bit clearer. Sorry about this, guys. It's been such a long time that I did videos for education. Grid line. I don't want grid lines on these babies. There we go. So as you can see, with the here's your volume profile of the morning. It's working its way up. And what it will probably do, it will probably finish up in this zone here. Or it might have actually take one of these stops out. There could be a stop right here too, guys. So, but there's a whole bunch of little stops hanging out right in this zone and this zone here, one of these two areas. So they're gonna finish it up today because it's 4:04. They're gonna market has to close. So I'll say maybe at where's the 21,000 level? Yeah, 21,000 levels right here. So, and that's what they did. They destroyed. They worked it down, got its liquidity, came back up, back to the 50% line, hammer again, get more liquidity, go back into this zone here. This is where a lot of the price action was in the morning, 30 minutes of the previous day. Touch. Maybe they wanted to increase their volume. Now they're going back up. That's all it is. And so when you look at it for the day, as you can see, it was supposed to be during the week. Actually, it was pushing down. Now they're turning up, but actually on my cycle, the daily cycle, where are we located right now? Let's take a look. So basically, in our daily cycle, we haven't, from the time it started, we're actually below the zone. It needs to break the zone, maybe get up to these levels here where the wicks are. So, other than that, you can always email me at abc123trader just on the website if you have any questions. Remember, all those indicators that you have now, they are free. I will be putting them up, the ones that I was showing you, a couple of them, in the next few days. I just want to clean a few things up because I've been playing around too much. And yeah, we can go from there. Let me see if I just one more just to show you, and then I'm shutting her down. Yeah, I showed you this one. I also created the levels again. Let me do that quick. Probably won't show much on this one. Yeah, so here's the levels. So what basically we hit one level today. Yeah, we hit one level today on this one. I just changed a little bit of the algorithm. You can use the original. It's still valid, but this is the one I'm focusing on right now. It just gives a wider spread, that's all. And then let me turn off the levels here. And you got sentiment, so you know what's happening, and if you like your structure, that will also give you an indication of possible areas of liquidity or possible areas of turnaround. So let it just load up here. So yeah, they've just blasted right through it, so it was dead space there. But a lot of these boxes is what you can use it for, such that if it comes back down, bounces back up, this 50% marker to target. Same thing here. This one was a short one. Bounce, come up here, fire down. You can tell the cloud's moving down, cloud's moving up. This one's firing up. This one just entered. Way you go for target. Same thing. You can tell she's dying off. Back and forth, back and forth. Got lots of indicators for you guys. And also up here, yeah, saying the trend was supposed to be going down today, and it actually did. But now the short term it's actually going up. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.